Hello guys, so my question to you is, would you say you're like a calm person? Because for me, I think that in situations where it's like a fast-paced environment, where you just think of so many things at once, so sometimes you may act before you think, when it should be the other way around, where you like think before you act. And there are times in public where I just like think before I act or just say something. You just know that you have to kind of consider other people as well. That's what being calm to me is like all about. And then like breathing as well. Like, have you realized like sometimes in pressurizing situations or even like nervous situations where you want to just like talk to someone, you want to just like be like yourself, but sometimes you may think, oh, people like judging you. You have to know that it's about you just like being more self-aware and focusing on your breathing, so that there's this thing called mewing. I'm not going to do it now. It's where you kind of make sure your tongue posture is like to the roof of your mouth, and it improves your jawline. And I tried it for some time, and is that something that I still do? Yeah, but breathing is something that I do focus on, and mewing's like a technique which I have done just to kind of make sure I focus more on my breathing, because to be calm you have to kind of focus on your breathing, and then you have to kind of breathe like slowly, just to kind of realize that how you may be thinking as well is the next thing I'm going to talk about. So like positive thinking, like, for the most part you have to be able to be thinking positively, because not all the time, but just like to turn like a negative thought which you may have in your head and then make it become positive. Because I know that for me, I do like to procrastinate on some things. Like, it's still something I'm working on, but you need to realize that if you don't do positive thinking, like, where would you actually be in like a few years time? Like, you may have all these ideas that you may have, and then you're not doing it just because you may think you're not good enough, like that type of thing. But I think just starting small and then just being honest with yourself of where you want to be, of who you want to be around with, it's really important. Before, I didn't want to be like sleeping at an early time, because I think for some people that do actually wake up like 4 a.m. and then like some people that wake up like later on in the day, you kind of realize that you don't have to do the exact same thing as them, but you have to get in your 7 to 8 hours, because like you need to, obviously. So because I know that there were times that I didn't sleep for as long as I should have been, and I was really tired throughout the day. I'm probably more moodier if I don't get my sleep. Get your 7 to 8 hours. It's important to me, it's important to you. Meditating, like, you have to kind of find time for it, even if it's like 5, 10 minutes. Like, be realistic with yourself. It doesn't even have to be just like sitting there. You can actually just do something that you kind of enjoy. Just to kind of clarify what I have been saying like in this video, like, if you want to actually be a calm person, you have to think of ways to actually make things like better for both of you, like of who you may be in the situation with. So don't try and do things just like benefit yourself all the time. Like, you don't want to be left out, you don't want to be not invited to places just because you're getting angry. If you were to actually realize like what being calm is, it's just about really just being relaxed. It's really about thinking clearly. And I know that most of the time when someone is calm, you're able to tell from another person as well, because they act totally different. See how it goes, and see you guys another time.